CBDFx CBD Vape Pen review number 2. What's up, guys? My name is Eden and I'm the owner of wellisy.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing 2 brand new flavors that just hit the CBDFx Disposable CBD Vape line, and which are going to be the Melon Cooler and then the Honeydew Ice. Super excited. If you guys aren't aware, you can check out my full review on our YouTube channel of the other 4 flavors of the Disposable CBDFx CBD Vape Pens, which are these bad boys. You know, the blue raspberry, strawberry lemonade, Tropic Breeze, the fresh menthol and mint. Like, okay. So very, very tasty flavors, and what I'm very excited to review these 2 new flavors from the CBDFx CBD Vape Pen line, because they're sticking with, you know, the fruity sort of flavors, but they're also sort of blending based off the names. You know, we got the Melon Cooler and then the Honeydew Ice. So, you know, Honeydew Ice, I'm thinking a little bit of menthol, some minty, icy sort of flavoring, and then the Melon Cooler, same thing, you know, some melon flavors, fruit flavors with a menthol, you know, minty kind of taste. Which, to be completely honest, guys, if you've watched some of my past review videos, I always say, like, I'm not the biggest fan of minty or menthol flavors, just because a lot of times it's too overpowering for me. So, I'm not going to, you know, keep that in the back of my mind. I'm trying to brush that aside so I can give these 2 new flavors from CBDFx a honest review, which, as you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, I try to give you nothing but honest reviews and feedback from my personal experience with these products. So, just like well, actually, if you've watched the past review video of the other 4 flavors of the CBDFx Disposable CBD Vape Pens, you'll see, or you'll hear that I mentioned that they were made with a full spectrum hemp oil, because at the time they were, but recently, CBDFx is actually in the process of transitioning their disposable CBD vape pens to contain a broad spectrum hemp oil. So we got the Melon Cooler and then the Honeydew Ice. These ones are made with a broad spectrum hemp oil. Look, it says it right here on the side of the box. Right there. See? Made with broad spectrum hemp oil. And I always like to talk about the packaging initially. So it's CBDFx knocked it out of the park, just like their other 4 flavors in all of their products, honestly, because it's got all the information, the ingredients, it's got, you know, QR code. The most important thing, I always look for this on product labels, because, guys, you need to have a unbiased third party testing all CBD products, telling you that what the manufacturer on the label is saying actually is inside the product. So I'm a huge fan when companies do that, and that's why here at Wellisy we do it for our products. So let's go ahead and jump right in and start reviewing these 2 new flavors from CBDFx. So let's start off with the good old Honeydew Ice, which is, you know, a soft, sweet honeydew that's slightly chilled with a hint of menthol. Okay, I hear the menthol in there, and I'm like, I don't know. But going to be unbiased in this, so let's give the Honeydew Ice a go. Just like with all the other CBDFx pens, no button, nothing. You don't need to fill anything. You don't need to take it apart and clean it. No charging, nothing, guys. Literally what I just did, pull it out of the box, take off the plastic mouthpiece, and then you are literally good to go. And it's super easy, and it's a compact device. You can keep this in your purse, backpack, pocket. You know, it's great as a supplementary product, or some of you guys may use it as your regular go-to product. You know, CBDFx, I like to say that out of the, so I guess when you're vaping it, like they want to say, I always like to say about 100 puffs is what you'll get out of this, and inside of the disposable CBD vape pens are 30 milligrams of broad spectrum CBD oil. So let's give this Honeydew Ice a go. And if you didn't notice, once I pull it, or once I start hitting it and it's draw activated, there's a light down at the bottom of here, and it'll illuminate to actually show you that the device is actually working, which I'm a huge fan of. So Honeydew for sure. And I'm a huge fan of honeydew. Honeydew is absolutely delicious. I love eating it and I love vaping it. So I had high expectations just with the Honeydew, and then, you know, they were kind of lowered slightly once I saw that, you know, there would have like kind of a menthol sort of taste in it. But to be completely honest, it's a very subtle menthol on the exhale. Once you start inhaling it, yeah, you get a little cooling of the menthol, but what I really taste is that Honeydew. It really just smacks me in the face, you know, especially out of a little device like this. You know, it's obviously not going to have the flavor production that you would get as something like a RDA like this, or, you know, even leveraging something like a refillable pod device such as the Koi Zen, which you can check out my review on our YouTube channel. But I mean, for simplicity's sake, these CBDFx pens are phenomenal. So I just want you guys to know, don't go in expecting to get the flavor production that you get out of, say, an RDA in a small little compact device like this, because it's just not going to happen. But the Honeydew that I get out of this, it's all there. And then it's a very subtle, I think it's a nice, subtle, smooth delivery of menthol on the exhale. So I'm just going to keep hitting this, because what's great about vaping CBD, guys, is it has near immediate effects. So if, you know, some situational anxiety you're experiencing, some sudden onset of pain, you know, this is when these devices shine. You can just pull it out and start hitting it until you start to feel relief. That's what's great. But, you know, vaping effects taper off in about 1 to 3 hours. So that's why I always like to supplement with this. You know, use a tincture, and then if you ever need a nice little boost to your CBD delivery, you just pull one of these bad boys out. I really like this, guys. That's why I keep hitting it. It's very, very tasty. Honeydew, it's spot on Honeydew flavor with a nice subtle menthol flavor. And I would vape this, you know, it's considering I don't like menthol, but I would vape this regularly. It's a perfect balance of Honeydew with the menthol cooling action. So what would I rate that on the flavor scale of 1 to 10? I would put that, honestly, 7 out of 10. Which is way higher than I expected. Once I saw that there was menthol in there, I was like, oh, I probably won't like this. But I'm glad I went in with an open mind and gave it a go, because 7 out of 10 is a solid score. And I will say, just after my few, you know, initial hits of this, my verbal fluency and my focus and concentration are really starting to increase, and, you know, the words are just starting to flow out of my mouth. There's not really any delay from my thought process to my mouth. And also, I can feel like my energy level is starting to elevate, and that's always what I could tell with CBD, you know, because CBD can function in 2 ways. It also helps me sleep, but it's really just about finding that fine line between the dosage that'll help energize you and the dosage that could possibly help you sleep. But just off these initial few pulls, I do feel my focus, concentration, verbal fluency, and energy levels. Those are the 4 things that I am noticing the most right now, just off this initial. That's what's great about vaping, guys. It is near immediate. And, you know, it's hard for me to precisely tell you how much CBD you're getting per puff, but since it's near immediate, you can just sit here and start puffing it until you start feeling the relief that you're looking for. So, one more hit. Nicely done, CBDFx. I mean, 7 out of 10. Like, I like this, and I mean, honestly, I'm gonna take this home and I'm gonna keep vaping on it. So, the Melon Cooler now has a lot to go up against, because that really set the bar high for these sort of minty, menthol, fruity flavors. So, Melon Cooler, let's see what you got for me. So just like on the Honeydew Ice, the packaging's beautiful. CBDFx always has some of those beautiful packaging on the market. QR code right here on the box. And if you guys aren't aware of this, you could pull out your iPhone or your Android now, just open the camera app and you put it over this little QR code, and then it'll like pop up a little like drop down from Safari or what Google Chrome, whatever you're using on your phone, and it'll ask you to click into it, and then when you click into it, it'll actually take you directly to their website with this third-party lab result. So if you didn't know that, definitely always check out third-party lab results. If you are looking at a CBD product that doesn't come with third-party lab results, please do yourself a favor and run the hell away from that company and never look back. All right, Melon Cooler, you know, so let's see how I would describe this. Well, actually, let me actually just give it a pull. Okay. So, you know, it's like, I guess it's, you know, the flavor profile is juicy melons paired with tropical fruits and a breezy, cool finish. So, just based off that, well, you know, how CBDFx, how they wrote their flavor profile, you know, the juiciest melons paired with wonderful fruits and a breezy, cool finish. So off that initial pull, I do get the juiciest melons that they're talking about with, you know, a mixture of tropical fruits. So, I mean, just looking at the box, I want to say, like, it's at least cantaloupe in there with some tropical fruits. Can't really pinpoint which exact tropical fruits because they don't really say. But I definitely do, you know, kind of cantaloupe, sort of melon flavor. Then comes in those tropical fruits. I get that. And then, honestly, well, actually, before I touch on the cool, breezy finish, let me actually do this one more time. Oh, and I didn't touch on this when I was doing the Honeydew Ice. The vapor production, as you can see, I mean, I was pulling it for about 5 seconds. It is semi-decent vapor production, but I mean, it's also a small amount where you could do a quick pull like that and you're not going to draw a bunch of attention if you don't want a bunch of vapor floating around. So that's something else I wanted to point out about a benefit of these sort of disposable CBDFx CBD vape pens is you're not going to be sitting there chucking vapor clouds, so you don't have to worry about that. But back to the flavor profile. So I absolutely get those juicy melons and then the tropical fruit. So you get the melon on the inhale and then slowly subtle notes of tropical fruit flavors start to come in there. However, I was really underwhelmed by the cool finish. I mean, it's definitely there, but it's very, very minimal. A lot less than what I was expecting, especially considering the Honeydew Ice, which had the menthol, maybe because the menthol's a little stronger than the breezy, cooling kind of mint flavor that they may be leveraging in here. But I was honestly hoping that I was going to get, you know, these juicy the melons with the tropical fruits paired with, you know, that menthol flavor, that cooling flavor that I got in the Honeydew Ice, which I didn't really, the cooling flavor's there, you get it, but it's very, very minimal in my honest opinion. But what makes it better is, you know, you get full on force of the melon with the tropical fruits, so you can definitely taste those. So if you're looking, maybe you don't like cooling or menthol or minty flavors like I do, or like I initially said, these CBDFx flavors honestly kind of changed my mind a little bit. But if you don't, I mean, this Melon Cooler is perfect because you're still getting, you know, fruity flavors, but also this Honeydew Ice is perfect for you if you like fruity flavors as well, because it's a very subtle menthol flavor, and I really think it rounds out the honeydew flavor perfectly. But the Melon Cooler, let me give it a few more pulls before I touch on the flavor rating for me. Okay. I was honestly expecting a little bit more cooling because it's just that Honeydew Ice really set me on like kind of a cooling kind of trend that I wanted to experience, but it's not a horrible flavor. I still like, I mean, if you remove that cooling flavor from it, I mean, I would still love the melons with tropical fruits, but on the flavor scale, honestly, I gotta give it a 6 out of 10. So I do like the Honeydew Ice better, but that's not to say I would not use the Melon Cooler disposable vape pen from CBDFx, because I'm a huge fruity flavor vape guy. It's super delicious. So the fact that it's just fruity flavors with melon, I like it, but I do like the Honeydew Ice better. So that, that about wraps it up for the CBDFx Honeydew Ice and the Melon Cooler disposable CBD vape pens. And don't forget, guys, if you're curious about the other 4 flavors from CBDFx, you know, the blue raspberry, strawberry lemonade, Tropic Breeze, or the fresh menthol and mint, be sure to check out my full review video of those 4 flavors on our YouTube channel. And also, guys, check the description below for an exclusive discount that you guys can use to get 15% off your first purchase of the CBDFx Disposable CBD Vape Pens. You know, you could use it on the Honeydew Ice or the Melon Cooler or any of the other 4 flavors. So be sure to take advantage of that. And if you guys could do me a huge favor by thumbs upping this video, dropping in a comment or asking any questions you may have about these products, or if you even have suggestions about future products you would like us to review, I am always listening to you guys. And make sure you guys head over to www.wellisy.com to check out our full selection of CBD products, but also check out these CBDFx Disposable CBD Vape Pens. And guys, if you have any questions or concerns or anything, whether you hated this video or love this video, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I love engaging with you guys, and I do these videos for you guys, so I want to make sure you're getting the most value out of each and every single review video. And don't forget, guys, 15% off discount code right below for 15% off your first purchase of the CBDFx Disposable CBD Vape Pens. And I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys for subscribing and supporting us along the way. If you guys need anything, again, drop those questions or comments in the comment section below. And I will see you guys on the next review video. Later, guys.